Welcome to Bogalusa TV, man. I got a guest here today, little homie from the hood. What's your name?
Antoine, Ranso,
Where you from, man?
from Bogalusa Louisiana, from Penton Memorial Methodist Hospital.
Okay, okay. What brought you to Bogalusa?
Mama wanted a smaller setting for me so that I wouldn't be getting in too much trouble.
All right, and how you doing on that? You staying out of trouble?
I'm staying out of trouble, trying to manage.
Okay, okay. Growing up, man. I mean, here in Bogalusa, small town. A lot of hood shit, a lot of murders, a lot of dope. How did you manage to stay clear of all that?
By mainly staying inside, getting me a job, focusing on myself, and staying for myself.
Okay, well that's good, man. Not many people do that, man. Sometimes it takes a stronger individual to do the right thing and do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I salute you on that, man. Growing up, man, how was your living situations?
Honestly, it was really poor. We were sleeping on bus benches at Greyhound bus stations. Moved from state to state: Memphis, Tennessee; Nashville, Tennessee; Chattanooga, Tennessee. We've been Baton Rouge, Bastrop, Angie, Streetport, Alexandria, Bogalusa, New Orleans. We done been to Houston, Texas; Dallas, Texas;
Wow.
and Amarillo, Texas. We done been almost everywhere. We just been bouncing from pillar to pole. I've been
Wow.
moving my whole life. This the longest I ever stayed in one spot.
And that's here in Bogalusa, Louisiana.
And I've been staying out here for at least 5 years now.
Okay, okay. Well, and growing up, did you have your father?
No, he
Okay.
was always basically. I'ma just keep it real. He was always dead to me.
Well, here in Bogalusa TV, man, that's what we do, man. We keep it all the way real. We keep it 100, man. Where did you find your passion for music?
Honestly, when Michael Jackson died, when he died, they was showing a whole bunch of video clips of him on TV and on the news. And I was standing in front of the TV. I was about 6 then. I was about 6 or 7 then, and I was standing in front of the TV. I saw it, and so I figured I wanted to be a singer because my mom already knew how to sing, so she guided me in the way of singing. My first song I actually sung and sounded good singing was Fantasia, I Believe.
I believe Fantasia, throwback.
Hmm.
Throwback. That's what's up, man. If I got a couple questions, interview questions to ask you. Give me your top 5 list of artists right now and of all time.
My top 5 artists right now of all time, I would say number 1, automatically Michael Jackson. Number 2, Fantasia. Number 3, I would say Boys to Men. Number 4, I would say New Edition. Number 5, I would say Bryson Tiller.
Hey, I tell you what, that's a very different answer than most people here in our area. Um, and growing up, I noticed that you're different. You own it, and you're not ashamed of it. We salute that here at Bogalusa TV. Um, right now, what do you think that could make the community better here in Bogalusa?
No
What could
littering,
they do?
no abandoned animals. If you have a baby, please take care of it. Because a lot of parents out here do not like taking care of their kids, and I feel you shouldn't have a kid if you're not going to take care of it.
Mm,
These pets out here, pets have lives too, you just can't abandon them and throw them out. What if that was you as you was a baby, your people abandoned you and threw them out?
right,
You can't do that to God's living creation.
right.
Littering, that is a big dog for almost everybody. For little babies walking around picking up stuff off the ground, putting it in their mouth. That's harmful for little babies.
That's right.
The pollution in the air is from littering. You cannot just go around throwing paper and trash and stuff because that's polluting the air. And when you pollute the air, you have bad air and bad oxygen for other people.
Okay. I feel you, man. A saying I like to say is cleanliness is next to godliness, man. My next question, what are your plans? How old are you?
16, about turn 17, the end of this month, August 30th.
Okay. And you're still in school?
Yes, sir.
And you plan to graduate?
hmm
Good, man. That's great.
When I graduate, the college I want to go to is either Grambling or SE or SEU.
That's what I'm talking about. Southeastern University in Hammond.
hmm
Okay. Okay. That's good. What do you want to major in, brother?
Honestly, I want to go to school for either welding or being a veterinarian.
Okay.
Or I might want to serve our people in the National Guard.
Wow. Okay. Well, man, I tell you what, you set yourself apart a lot from the other kids, you know, other people your age here in Bogalusa. Um, I mean, what are your passions in life, man? Like, what are you passionate about? Obviously, singing, man. I mean,
Yeah, I have a lot of passions in life. One passion, which is the main passion, is singing. That's the top priority.
all right,
My second passion, that's another top priority, praising God.
I like that, man.
My third priority is helping animals. I love animals. I don't care if it's a snake, a bat, a rat, a dog, a cat. I don't care. I just love animals, period.
Okay.
My fourth priority, always family. I provide for my family. I take care of my family. I stand for my family.
Well, the viewers at home, they might not know, you know, how I know you. You, you know, I've seen this fella over the past 10, 15 years coming to Domino's, you know, hustling, you know, legit, you know, give you a couple pieces, eat one, sell one, you know, might sell both of them, man. And my man here has always been a hustler.
I'm all about my money.
What would you say that your style is? Like, I noticed that you sing and you can rap. Like, who would you compare yourself to if you're
Honestly, if I had to compare myself to just one person, I would say Bryson Tiller because he sings and raps.
Okay. I like Bryson Tiller. He goes hard, definitely. Man, it's just it's weird these days. You know, I'm not gonna say weird, but it's very far and in between to find a young man, you know, as yourself that's not into the violence, not into drugs, you know, and you know, you come from a broken home, you know, you don't let that hold you down, and you seem to have a good spirit, you know. I'm sure the people at home know the same, man. Why don't you do this, man? Why don't you let the people at home hear a little bit of just acapella?
This one of my songs I like by an artist named Music Soul Child. Love. Love. So many things I've got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. 'Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. Ever since the first moment I spoke your name, for them knowing I knew that by you being in my life, things were destined to change this love. So many people using in vain. Love, those who are faith in you sometimes go astray. Love,
All right,
through all
man.
the ups and downs, through joy and earn. Love, bitter or worse, I still will choose you first.
Wow, man. Wow, man. That was great, man. When you sing, man, you know, I don't know if you're aware of, there's a thing called cringing. It's when you sing and you know, you get that good feeling inside.
When you feel what you're singing
Like, do you experience that often when you sing?
all the time.
What church do you belong to, man?
Honestly, I belong in a church called First Baptist Church. There's one out here and there's one in Baton Rouge, but the one I'm talking about is in Baton Rouge. So the church that I'm attending now is Greater Ebenezer Baptist Church.
And where is that located?
and it's located, I think, on Davis Street.
Okay. Okay. And anyone's welcome. White,
Everybody's
black,
welcome. Anybody's welcome.
doesn't matter.
Come as you are.
Come as you are.
That's our logo. Come as you are.
That's great, man. I tell you. I mean, as I'm sitting here interviewing you, man. You know, you put off a different energy, man, than a lot of kids your age. Not knocking anyone else. It seems you got your own lane, man. I mean, do you have music dreams? Do you?
See, my code is, as growing up, I'm always taught it to. I know I am. I know I can. I know I will. If it's to be, it's up to me. The three codes that I go off of is loyalty, honesty, and respect. If you don't have all three of those, we can't talk.
Okay.
Because I respect you just as you respect me.
Absolutely.
I show loyalty to you just as you show loyalty to me. It's just all.
Right.
Loyalty, honesty, and respect. If I can be honest with you, you can be honest with me. Just don't just go and tell me a lie that you're gonna do something for me or that you're gonna ride for me, and then when push comes to shove, you can't do it.
Right. Right. Let me ask you this: the other kids, you know, for people who don't know, you know, the viewers at home, explain to them the culture of the average kids your age. You know, the ones that are going down the wrong path.
See, honestly, out of 100% of the Americans in the United States of America, out of all of them, 85% of young adults, about around the teen years between 15 and 19, are going down the wrong path. Half of them are getting either involved in drugs, they're getting involved in marijuana, cocaine, needles, heroin, everything like that. Half of them, they're trying to get their life together because they feel that they can be something better. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these kids, the only reason why they do this when they're joining gangs and doing drugs and stuff is because they don't have a positive influence to influence them to do the right thing. They didn't have anybody to raise them the right way. So when you don't have that positive influence, it just makes you go all the way down the drain to feel, well, I gotta fend for myself. If I can't fend for myself, then who's gonna do it for me?
Right.
And that's how half of these kids out here were raised.
Well, me being from Bogalusa, of course, you know, we have the north side, the Zamp. You know, we have the south side, which is broken down, you know, the third, you know, the south. You know, and the people at home might not know this. Population is about 10,000, and we have 6 projects. I mean, there are cities with 50, 100,000 people that don't have that many projects. You know, Bogalusa was founded, you know, back in 1902, man, and the KKK used to run wild. Racism used to be horrible, and times are changing. Times are absolutely changing, and my question to you is: do you feel like, as people, are we making? How much progress are we making? And not only that, what can we do to make more progress to break down those racial barriers?
Honestly, I would say communities, like, just for the community to get together. Like you said, it's over 10,000 people. So just for the community to get together and talk through their problems and come as one, maybe they wouldn't have so many gangs and gun violence and drugs and everything like that. Everybody would be on the same level with each other, so they would know the right thing to do. So they can know, okay, if I have a problem with this person, I can just confront this person and tell him, well, this is why I have a problem with you. This is what we've been getting into it with, or this and that. If the adults actually step up and teach their kids the way of life, these kids will be leading down the right path. But half of these adults just let their kids run wild. And
Right.
That's why it brings it back to the point I said earlier. If you cannot take care of your kids, don't have any.
Understandable, man. You know, me growing up in Bogalusa, man, as a white guy of culture, I would say, you know, I was always called a wannabe nigger, a wigger, a wannabe thug and stuff. And, you know, I found a lot of acceptance in the black community. Really, you know, I'm not that guy that says, my best friend's black. You know, I was raised that way. And as I grew up and went to different jobs and stuff, you know, I was ridiculed. I was discriminated against for being a white person of culture. And for the people that don't know about the South, you know, and the racism, what do you think about a white guy like such as myself that has came up in the hood,
Honestly,
as opposed to a white guy that has had everything he's ever needed and chooses to go to the hood and try to hang out and doesn't understand the dangers? What would you say to
that
him?
brings it back to the point I said earlier. Half of these kids out here, they have to fend for themselves because their parents don't take care of them. Their parents don't lead them in the right way. If you're growing up in the hood, that's a different situation because you're around a bunch of violence. So as a kid, you're soaking up this knowledge that the streets is showing you. But if you have everything you need and want, but you come to the hood, you're looking for trouble.
Right.
But if you have everything you need and you want, and you take all of that energy into going to school and putting work into it, I guarantee you can be the smartest thing on this earth. You will be the
Right.
next Albert Einstein.
Right, like so, as somebody as yourself that didn't have those opportunities, just like me, you know, growing up, didn't always have the name brand clothes, didn't quite, you know, find their way socially to fit in, and you remained yourself through all of it, man. Can you tell them some of the hard times, you know, some of the times, you know, where you know, some kids, what would you say to a kid out there that's being bullied? It's like, share one of your experience. Share your
Honestly,
experience. How?
if you've seen a kid just getting bullied or picked on for no reason, honestly, you should stand up for that person. I know in like these projects and stuff they be doing with the little kids at school, they tell them go to an adult or something. Okay, it's okay to go to an adult, but if an adult is not around, what's the next step you take? Suppose y'all on the streets. So you should stand up for that person and let that person know, okay, we are all people. So that means you should not be bullying somebody because what if somebody comes to bully you? You want someone to help you.
Right. Have you and you know, here on Bogalusa TV, we look for honesty, man. Have you experienced bullying in your life?
Honestly, I wouldn't call it bullying. I would just call it nitpicking because these kids out here, they know they can't get to me. Every time they say something smart to me, I turn the other cheek and go away. So that means if I'm avoiding your trouble, you can't get me into trouble because I'm not entertaining you. You're entertaining yourself.
Absolutely. So what you're saying is, when you're approached by a bully or people speaking on you on the daily, you would come out better just not giving no reaction than to make it worse by going and telling an adult.
Because then, if you out here, if you go and tell an adult, someone's gonna go behind your back who messes with that person or talks to that person and then tell them, oh, so and such snitched on you or so and such did this or that. He only told on you because you started messing with him.
Right.
So he told on you to get himself out of trouble and get you to leave him alone.
And now
but
it gets
that
worse.
just made it even worse because he feel like, oh, you snitched on me, so now I'm gonna mess with you even more. And
Right.
now I'm gonna resolve to start hitting on you. And that's when that situation escalates to the point where both of y'all are gonna get into a fight. One of y'all may end up hurting in the hospital. You never know how that fight might go.
Right.
But if you stand up for yourself and just turn the other cheek and be like, I don't have time for this, and go the other way, stay away from that person. When you see him, go the other way. You
Right.
don't have to actually just walk straight into him just to see what he gonna say.
Absolutely.
That's why in life there's options. God gave us the option. And when he put us on earth, he put us on earth for a reason and a mission.
And what would you say that mission is?
The mission is basically everybody has a different mission. God feel he gave me a voice for a reason. He gave me the voice to use it to praise him, and because he's worthy of being praised. So he feels if I instill this voice inside of him, he can be something great. I will give him that opportunity.
Wow, that is deep, and I like that, man. Good. I want to speak on another thing. What is your relationship with Holly Gabriel?
Hmm?
What is your relationship with Holly Gabriel?
Honestly, it's pretty good. It's really good.
How did you come about knowing her?
Honestly, I met her in the streets and I was talking to her. And that day specifically, I was trying to get me and my mom something to eat. We were struggling on food because they cut my mom's food stamps. So that specific day, that's when she told me that she worked at Domino's, and if I would meet back up with her at Domino's, she would give me a pizza on her tab. So when she got me that pizza, that's when she asked me how old I was. At that time, I was about 12. So she said, if when you turn 16, if you're still staying out here, come apply for a job. I'll give you the job. That way you can earn money for your mom and your family, and also you can have food to eat. And that's how I got the job at Domino's when I turned 16 last year.
Wow. You know, Holly Gabriel, she helps a lot of people. She does a lot of unknown things in the community, and she doesn't, do it for the show. She doesn't do it for anything. For me, instance, she's a mother to me. She's got my 2 girls. She's always looked out for me. She to me, she's an angel. She's done a lot, and she spoke very highly of you. It's because of her that we're doing this interview right now, and I know you, and I just want to give a big shout out to her.
Holly gave me a chance when nobody else took a chance with me. They felt because I was the one riding around on a bicycle, they thought I was getting into trouble. When actually, people cannot just judge you on the way you look or the way you dress or the way your appearance is when you're riding around town. Just because you look one way doesn't mean that deep and down inside your heart, you're not hurting, you're not suffering, you don't have any heartaches or pains. Because the reality of it is, you're having a nice appearance, you're looking good and everything, but inside of you already know you are stressed out to the max. You are stressed out, you're broken hearted inside and everything, but no one feels your pain until you start expressing your feelings and talking about them. Then they was like, oh well, we didn't know this about them. If you want to know something, just ask a person. I'm sure they will not have a problem telling you. And if they do, it's probably because it's something that they don't want to talk about. You can't pressure a person from talking about their problems if they don't want to talk about it.
Right. Man, I tell you, man, like I said it once again. It's rare to meet a young man as yourself coming up in your background. Your mother, what is her name?
Michelle Ranso.
And your relationship with your mother is
It's absolutely A1. Nobody above my mama but God.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's good. I tell you, man, you've got a gift, and you've got a good soul, man. You got an old soul, and I want you to continue working hard. Focus on your dream, and I appreciate the interview. This is just nothing but part 1, And for all the people at home that's listening, tell them your name one more time.
Antoine Ranso.
Do you have any social media?
On my Instagram is savage_squad_16. My Snapchat is the same thing. And my Facebook, you can look me up at Antoine Ranson.
All right.
And if you need to get in contact with me, my mom's phone number is 985-294-3445.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate the talk, man. It's been good insight, and keep your head up and keep it moving, brother.